For this video, we are going to categorize these 7 functions as growths or decays, and then also talk about the rates and organize them from the smallest rate to the largest rate. So if we look at these first two, the way we find our rate when it's in this format is how far from 1 it is. If it's bigger than 1, it's a growth. If it's smaller than 1, it's a decay. And how far is how big the rate is, but we'll talk about that later, how far. So for this one, since it's bigger than 1, it's a growth. This one, since it's smaller than 1, it's a decay. All right, these next two are E's. E's are that continuously growing, and E is 2.71. So we look at the power up here next to the X to see the rate. If it's negative, it's shrinking, and if it's growing, it's positive. So this is a growth, and this one right here is a decay. Now, for these next ones, what we do is you look right here. Is this bigger than 1 or smaller than 1? But if it has a negative power, something strange is going to happen. So since this is bigger than 1, this is going to be a growth. So stick in the growth category. But these two are rather different. When you have a negative power, what that really means is you're going to flip this and make this a 1/4. This 1/2 is going to be, when the negative power is going to flip, become a 2. So 1/4 is less than 1. So since it's less than 1, it goes here. And this one, a 1/2 becomes a 2, which is bigger than 1, so it's there. Be very careful in the negatives. Basically, think of the reciprocal of this, and that will tell you then if it's bigger or less than 1. Next part, we want to categorize these from lowest to highest. So let's look at these. Which one, these are all decays, which one had the smallest rate? So look at this. This right here is 8%, because 8 cents from a dollar is how I kind of think of it. 8 cents, 8%. This right here is 9%, because that's 9 cents. So which one's smaller out of those two? 8% is a lot smaller than 9%. Okay, so at this point, this is what we have. We got to think about this one. So this is 8%, this is 9% decay. Very close. Now what's this one? That one's a little tricky. Remember this 1/4. Now if we think back to what is 1/4? 1/4, well, isn't that equal to 0.25? We need to divide it as a quarter. And 0.25, how far from 1 is that? Oh, that's a 75% decay. Whoa. So 75% is this one. So that's like way higher, way steeper than these two. Way bigger rate. So we have it in order. This is 8, 9, and 75. Again, this is 8%, this is 9%, and this is 75% decay. They're all decays. All right, so now let's look at these. So this one is a 4%, pretty low, okay. This one is a 30%, because it's 30 cents, so 30%. So this one right here, okay, this is 1 plus what equals 3? 1 plus 2, that's 200%. Oh, that's huge. This one right here, remember you flip this, makes this a 2. 1 plus what is 2? That's 100%. So it's going to be a 100% because that's a 2. So this one right here would be the least steep at 4%. This would be 30%, so it's down here. Now, out of these next two, which one's steepest? Well, that was 200 and 100. So it looks like that would be the steepest, then this, and it goes in this order. Now, let's write the actual rates. This one was a 4%. This one was a 30%. This one was a 100%, because it was 2, and that's 1 more than 2 is 100%. And this right here is a 200% growth. So these are increased, they're all growing, and this is the least steep to the most steep. And these are all decaying. This is decaying the slowest, this is decaying the fastest.